Hi guys, this is Bose wishing you all a very happy new year. So how did you celebrate your new year? Did you take any resolution? For me, personally, I'll be making sure I make even better videos for you guys and be more active than earlier. What about you guys? Let me know in the comment section below. This is the OnePlus 8 Pro, OnePlus's answer to the premium flagship market. Did you notice? I mentioned the word flagship here. Because when OnePlus was launched, they launched their phones as the flagship killer. But now, with the launch of 8 Pro, they seem to have shifted the gear a little bit. Don't you think? With the 8 Pro, OnePlus introduced several firsts, starting from the wireless charging to the IP68 water rating. But the phone did come with several issues, starting from users reporting green tint to several software bugs which OnePlus had to address later. Also, the camera module wasn't quite good as other phones with the same sensor. But OnePlus did roll out several software fixes and also introduced Oxygen 11 OS based on Android 11, becoming one of the first phones to have Android 11 stable version of Android 11. Not beta, stable version of Android 11. So I have been using this phone for the past more than 6 months, I guess, as my daily driver, and I'll be letting you guys know what if I feel you should still go for this option or not. OnePlus 8 Pro is undoubtedly one of the best phones to launch in 2020 when it comes to hardware. Though Snapdragon 888 is now official, but the Snapdragon 865 on the OnePlus 8 Pro should still hold good for several years to come. Personally, I feel what makes the OnePlus 8 Pro great is the 120Hz panel. OnePlus is one of the first manufacturers to introduce the high refresh rate screens, and the 120Hz display on the OnePlus 8 Pro is sublime. The optimization of software and the high refresh rate is one of the main reasons which makes the OnePlus 8 Pro a delight to use, and is the main reason why I keep coming back to this device. With the 12GB of RAM and 128GB of ROM for the base variant, the OnePlus 8 Pro performs great when it comes to gaming. And if you're a gamer, then this should be a fantastic choice. The OnePlus 8 Pro stands out for its 30W wired and wireless charging, and there are no issues in this area. The 4510 mAh battery continues to deliver a full day of battery with a single charge, even with the newly introduced always-on display on the Android 11, which is great, I think. On the software front, the OnePlus 8 Pro is one of the very few devices that have been upgraded to the Android 11. The stable Oxygen OS 11 update was rolled out to the device over a month ago, and OnePlus also continues to deliver monthly security updates and regular bug fixes. As for the camera, the OnePlus 8 Pro performs just about fine. But if you compare it to the likes of the Pixel 5, the Samsung S20 or even the Mi10, I feel in low light scenarios, the OnePlus does not perform in the same level. Also, I feel what OnePlus lacks, though it takes great photograph, but it lacks computational photography or camera tuning, which gives the Pixel 5 or the Samsung S20 an edge over the OnePlus 8 Pro in terms of camera. So we just talked about what did edge well with the OnePlus 8 Pro. But now let's talk about what did not. With the Oxygen OS 11, OnePlus is embarking on a new software direction which involves heavy customization, which is unlike OnePlus. In essence, OnePlus is emulating Samsung's One UI design aesthetic, and the result is that OnePlus Oxygen OS 11 looks a lot like Samsung's own software efforts. The key difference is that the menu elements now sit further below on the page, and the move is designed to assist one-handed use. With phones getting taller and narrower with every generation, it makes sense for manufacturers to make changes to facilitate better usability. But what annoys me is the attitude with which OnePlus made the changes. So if you take settings for example, where we see the major changes, we see though the menu on the top menu, it is easily accessible and we see most of the menus to the downside, but when you click on one of the sub menus like display, you switch back to the old setting. I don't understand this, to be honest. I understand the reason OnePlus decided to switch to a bolder design aesthetic, and this would be likely to compete with the MIUI, the ColorOS, which are very well differentiated when it comes to UI. But the OnePlus UI looks like a spin-off of the One UI. I'm sad to say that. Though OxygenOS was one of the default choice for power users who wanted a clean user interface, but now with OxygenOS shifting away from its roots, it is no longer a decent option for users looking for a clean user interface other than the Pixel. So now comes the question if you should still buy this phone or not. So if you are looking for a fabulous screen, then the OnePlus 8 Pro comes with a 6.7-inch Quad HD Plus 120Hz AMOLED panel and is one of the best display you will find on any phone today. In terms of hardware, the OnePlus 8 Pro is packed with a 12GB of RAM and 128GB of ROM for the default variant, and it is still one of the best performing phones you will find in the market today. So one should also not forget about the extras this phone has to offer, like the 30-watt wired and wireless charging and the IP68 water resistant rating, which will be the first of its kind for any OnePlus phone. So the final question, whether you should go for it or not. So I would say this is still a pretty good option to go for, and you can definitely give it a thought. So this brings an end to the video. I hope you liked it, so don't forget to hit the like, share and subscribe button. Thank you for that. So this is Bose signing off. Sayonara, sayonara.